Welcome to Sports News. The Super Eagles of Nigeria are on the verge of missing out on the 2015 African Cup of Nations scheduled to hold in Morocco. Now, the Eagles this weekend fumbled to a lone goal defeat at the hands of Sudan in a Group A encounter played at the Khartoum Stadium. Bakary Medina scored the only goal of the game in the 42nd minute to send shockwaves down the spines of the African champions. The Al Hilal striker's powerful header from inside the box completely beat goalkeeper Vincent Inyama for the match winner. South Africa are now top of the group with 7 points ahead of Congo, while Sudan leapfrogged Nigeria into third place. Well, the Super Falcons got off to a winning start at the 2014 African Women's Championship in Namibia with a 4-2 win over Pt.4. Six-time African champions opened scoring after 12 minutes when Esther Sunday fired home. However, the Ivorians equalized in the 20th minute through a penalty. The Falcons regained their lead through an own goal by Miriam Diakite in the second half. France-based striker Desire Okparanuze then made it 3-1 in the 73rd minute. Côte d'Ivoire fought back a minute later to make it 3-2, thanks to a superb strike by Christine Lehuez. Okparanuze combined well with Aziza Dashola 3 minutes from time to take the game beyond their West African rivals.
Nigeria 3, Ivory Coast 1. Confirmation of the scoreline there. Nigeria 3, and it's a chance here for Ivory Coast. Yeah, they're backing it. They're backing it, and it's Christian Yebel. She scored a second for Ivory Coast. I was talking about a miracle, and maybe there is miracles to happen here at the Same Nyoma Stadium. And again, really poor defending from Nigeria, and she take advantage. Cool finishing in the end from Yebel Christian. So Ivory Coast back in the game, and it's game on again. Now look at the pace there from Shola. Cuts back inside, it's a big chance, and it's 4! And it's Paranosi once again. Lovely play by...
Well, the organizer of the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations says there are no changes to the dates or a schedule, despite a request from host Morocco to postpone. Morocco's government has written to the Confederation of African Football to delay the January 17th to February 8th event because of the Ebola outbreak. CAF said it will discuss the request at the next meeting of its executive committee on November the 2nd, and its president Issa Hayatou will meet Moroccan officials the next day. More than 4,000 people have died in the Ebola epidemic that broke out in West Africa at the start of the year. The Moroccan Health Ministry made its plea on Friday in the wake of its decision to avoid events which involve those countries affected by the Ebola virus. Away from football, Roger Federer outclassed defending champion Novak Djokovic in straight sets to reach the final of the Shanghai Masters. Djokovic was looking to complete a hat-trick of wins at the tournament, having won the title for the past 2 years, but found his old nemesis in sparkling form. One break in either set was enough for Federer to complete a 6-4, 6-4 victory in 1 hour and 35 minutes. The Swiss maestro broke in the 5th game of the opener, Djokovic netting the backhand following a low slice approach from Federer. He was taken to 5 deuces before confirming his hold, but that would prove his final scare as he held to 30 in his following service game to seal a fine victory. Unseeded Frenchman Gilles Simon moved into his first Masters Series final in 6 years after outclassing big serving Spaniard Feliciano Lopez in Shanghai. Of course, the world number 29 faced little pressure on his serve and dominated the game from the baseline with some sumptuous ground strokes as he blasted away the 33-year-old 6-2, 7-6. That's Lopez. Simon, whose only previous Masters Series final appearance came in 2008 in Madrid, will now face the 17-time Grand Slam singles champion Roger Federer. That's in the sports news. The news at 10 continues shortly.
Welcome to the foreign scene now. The Islamic State fighters have launched fresh attacks on the Kurdish forces in the struggle for the strategic town of Kobani in Syria. Plumes of smoke were seen earlier today in the town as the battle raged on. And in the United States, officials are leaving nothing to chance as New York's JFK airport has started screening to try to stop the Ebola outbreak that has killed more than 4,000 people in West Africa. Passengers from Liberia, Sierra Leone and Guinea, the worst hit countries, will have their temperatures taken and have to answer a series of questions before they enter the country. Checks at the O'Hare in Chicago, Newark and Atlanta's airport will begin in the coming days. This comes after the first person, Thomas Duncan, who was traveling to the U.S. from Liberia, died of Ebola in Texas on Wednesday. The latest figures released by the World Health Organization show the number of deaths caused by the hemorrhagic fever has risen to 4,033 people. And the main news again. Hoodlums have attacked the legislative quarters of the Edo State House of Assembly in Benin, the state capital. The PDP and the APC have traded words over the attack on the Edo State legislator, Razak Momo. The Nigerian Prison Service has set up a probe panel to investigate the circumstances which led to the riot by inmates at the Kirikiri prison in Lagos State. And at least 553 people have been killed in the battle for Kobani. And that's it on the news at 10 tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I am Olumide Macaulay. From all of us, do have a good night.